BMW i3 is stuffed with astute building. Its carbon fiber traveler cell rides on an aluminum skateboard case impelled by an electric engine controlled by a lithium particle battery that can get a range-broadening help from a discretionary two-chamber motor. But none of that is so far-fetched as the social building heated into BMW's first electric auto. The i3's inside fashioners made a zen-roused lodge to quiet drivers into a slower pace, thusly expanding the battery's range. That reasoning likewise clarifies why the tall and thin run about corners with all the enthusiasm of a telephone stall. Highs, snappier and more steady, cunning bundling, cutting edge inside. Lows, still a costly, constrained range that is uncontrollably out of line with what a great many people need in an auto. As delightfully idiosyncratic and unique as the i3s, purchasers have generally opposed its heartbeat-abating charms. In the United States, BMW offers only a couple of hundred cases of the i3 consistently, a persuading contention that few auto purchasers are looking for four-wheeled zen. So 4 years into the i3's presence, BMW is retrofitting some energy into, and S identification onto, its electric auto with the 2018 BMW i3s. This new model, set to arrive in dealerships close by a facelifted i3 this month, guarantees faster speeding up and livelier taking care of. Pontiac wasn't wrong, wider is better. More extensive tires are the foundations of the i3s redesigns, in spite of the fact that don't mistake that for wide tires. These tires are generally as wide as those on the least expensive subcompact autos, estimating only 175/55 in front and 195/50 at the back, making them altogether more extensive than the standard i3's 155/70 elasticate all four corners. The new tires round out the wheel wells for a more steady-looking position and increment the vehicle's track by 1.6 inches. The i3s likewise rides on stiffer springs, dampers, and hostile-to-move bars, with the body brought down by 0.4 inch contrasted in the standard i3. The ride quality is very much coordinated to present-day streets, in spite of the fact that the medieval stone and block-back rear ways of Lisbon, Portugal, made heads wobble and bounce. Corners are met with observably complement body movements, yet a parking area concourse set up by BMW demonstrated the auto is not any more anxious to hand over. It's telling that the tight gymkhana kept speeds underneath 25 miles per hour. The i3s reduced measurements loaned a low-speed agility yet do nothing for fast soundness. What's more, regardless of whether they're more extensive, the i3s tires are a similar low-moving protection Bridgestone copious as those utilized on the general i3, and their moderately low braking points mean hustling the i3s is as yet a heartbeat-quieting undertaking. The i3s remains so unbiased in forceful cornering that it's anything but difficult to overlook this is a back-wheel drive auto with a mid-mounted engine. An electric Porsche came in the BMW i3 isn't. As a change over the i3, however, the i3s appears to be better situated to supplant the standard auto than to simply supplement it. More electric pep in its step. Quickening enhances on account of an extra 14 pull and 15 lb-ft of torque versus the standard i3. Simple off-the-line push is empowered by a 199 lb-ft torque level maintained from 0 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. BMW claims that stuffing the power and torque pens over the rev range will get noteworthy enhancements increasing speed times. We anticipate that 0-60 mph times to drop from 6.6 to 6.3 seconds for the battery electric form. Another sport driving mode is restrictive to the i3s display. Since the dampers are detached units, sport mode has no impact on ride quality, yet it makes the guiding marginally weightier. More observable is the means by which it remaps the quickening agent pedal step and to be unnaturally perky. For a $3,850 premium, the i3s likewise can be fitted with the two-chamber fuel run extender that permits the BMW to continue moving after the battery is exhausted. That auto should hit 60 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds. The more noteworthy moving protection of the more extensive tires likely will bring effectiveness and range for the two models. In spite of the fact that BMW hasn't uncovered the official numbers, we don't expect the EPA-evaluated range to change much from the 2017 battery electric model's 114 miles. A class of one. Regardless of whether go were to stay unaltered, we're currently living in a time where EV purchasers can expect altogether more range for essentially less cash. Furthermore, the $3,200 premium to venture up from the base i3 model to the sportier i3s form just makes BMW's EV more costly. Costs begin at $48,645 for the electric just i3s and $52,495 for the i3s with the discretionary range extender. That it is a value premium and an execution punishment that can be abdicated by the BMW identification alone. This is the same, bigger issue that tormented the first i3 and that can be settled with an imbuement of liveliness. With all the idiosyncrasy of a Japanese K-Auto and all the many-sided quality of a hypercar, there is no other auto available very like the BMW i3 and i3s. In view of the moderate deals, it's not hard to perceive any reason why.